Just doing a little bit of work on trigger movements, just trying to get that pre-delivery movement right going into pre-season, and then try and hit the ground running for the first game. Good to have Jumble back, someone I've played with a lot growing up and seen me through my best times and my bad times. He's got a lot of respect from the guys, and most of us have played with him. Like I said, I've been brought up around Northants with him being one of the main senior players, so he's batted with me in games before, and he knows when I'm moving well, when I'm not moving well, so it's a really good addition for us, I think. A lot of it now is more grooving, like I'm working on that pre-delivery stride and trying to get all that technical stuff ready before we face bowlers outside in March in Barbados.
It's been a good first week. Boys have worked hard after their little winter break. This phase is all about building some robustness, ready for the season in April. But I've been really impressed with the work ethic of the lads. So it's been a good start. Obviously, it's a different sport to what I was working in before. Much of the principles of what we're doing are similar, but we've just got to adapt it to the specific demands of the game.
Please tell us how you're getting on with the new S&C.
Well, so far. First time doing any fitness in the winter, so it's hard work. I'm new to it all, but so far so good.
How are you finding getting your fitness and working hard in the gym?
Obviously came back from Bangladesh with a bit of an injury, so making sure that's ready to go and getting my loads right, but guys are looking after me well. Put a little bit of weight on over there with all the naan breads and stuff whilst I'm sat in the hotel, so having to work hard to burn it off and get ready for the season.
Tell us how the new S&C is fitting in.
I'm not sure you can ask me that when I'm standing there. I can't give you the honest answer. It seems to have fitted in really well. Obviously it's difficult halfway through the winter coming into a new job, but yeah, he's fitted in really well, and I think he's looking forward to Barbados with the lads as well.
I think he's doing alright. He's putting us through his paces. Some of the bigger boys seem to be struggling, but I think he's doing a good job to start.
Shocking.
Oh, the big shout, that's got to be close, gone.
Hi, I'm Graeme White, and this is the left arm spin masterclass.
Picks out the man in the deep, Stephen Crook.
Probably going back from when I was on holiday on the beach, and I used to copy Phil Tufnell, left arm spinner who was playing for England at the time, and I kind of did it on the beach with my dad, and then he was like, "It's not bad. How about you try it when we get home?" Went home to club cricket and just kind of went from there really, and then yeah, progressed through the age groups and was lucky enough to get on the academy here. This is my standard grip now. Has changed a bit over the years to try and get as much spin as possible, but that's pretty much the standard grip, trying to get as much of my index finger on that seam, so even sometimes I'll turn it around and try and make sure that I'm getting as much of that finger on the seam so that it will give me the optimum amount of spin. Doesn't really tend to change too much from that, only when I'm really going to bowl the arm ball. So as I run up, goes probably from being in that position to then I swap it where I get all the finger down. So there you can see it going straight down as my arm ball. And then from then on really, it's just a change of position on my wrist to bowl a different ball. If I want to bowl cutter, I put my wrist in the front of the ball to leave the ball behind so it cuts. I then bowl my top spinner, which then the ball comes over the top, but that includes having to try a bit of a higher arm. It tends to come out better that way. But that tends to be my main kind of variations wise with the grip.
Picked out in the deep. What a catch that is. Kind of sums up the evening for Northants. Very good with the bat and now outstanding in the field.
So with my run-up really, it's changed again over the years. I used to come really straight behind the umpire. Now I tend to come through, just gets me round into a side-on position better, and then also enables me to get as much use out of the popping crease as possible. As variations go as well, it's helpful. But the main tips for it when you're bowling is to start off steady and then build up so that you've got enough energy and momentum at the crease to follow through and get down the wicket. So as we've been talking about run up, get to the crease, we want to build up that gradual momentum so that when we get into this delivery stride, we're making sure that we're landing with our feet, as they always say, heel to toe, as they say, with our feet. Your stride depends on the bowler. Mine's particularly long, but this then gets me into a side-on position so that then I can always get myself all the way around and follow through. It gives me an optimum amount of spin. I get drift with that. And we just want to make sure the main point here is making we use all the energy that we've created from having the run-up. So that we can try and get as much energy into that wrist, and we have to be really aggressive and really follow through down towards the stumps. Toughness was a pretty big influence on me getting into cricket in the first place. You know, if it wasn't for him, I don't think I'd have tried to copy him and try and do a little hop in a run-up. So for me, he was kind of a big influence. And then growing up, having someone like Monty Panesar at the club was great to watch. Great action to follow. And then you look back through there and thinking of Bushimbedi and all those great left-arm bowlers, Phil Edmonds, even Derek Underwood. I did take a little bit out of his action as well. So there's been a number of bowlers I kind of admire and looked at left-arm wise.
And a hat-trick. What a moment for Graeme White. What a moment for the fans.
Just be consistent, bowl the same ball. Try and get too carried away with trying to bowl lots of different things straight away. Enjoy it and try and get stuck in the battle really. It can be hard sometimes, especially young kids coming through. All the batsmen now want to kind of hit you out of the park. So having that mental strength to keep going and trying to outfox them and be clever, and just enjoy it really. If you're good at it and you want to give it a go, then never lose that. You should always have that inside you. And as I said, just keep it simple. Bowl the same ball. It works. It's worked for me for a number of years. So that's probably my main bit of advice. Yes, mate. Hang on. No, you go. I'm on camera, but go.